How do you like the West, Barton?
From what I've seen, it should be very interesting. Glad my father was finally convinced that I should learn more about life. Under controlled conditions, of course.
Oh?
Oh, Dad's quite a remarkable man.
Yeah, I can vouch for that, Clay. I had wanted Barton here to help me out over at the epitaph, but...
Well, no offense, Mr. Cliburn, but I certainly would like a job here.
Here?
Yes, sir. Could I be one of your deputies?
Well, Lee here's my regular, and I have other good, experienced men to call on.
Well, I'll do anything for no pay.
All right. If you don't mind starting at the bottom, I guess I could use a handyman, jailer.
Do I get to wear one of these?
Well, no, I'm afraid you'll have to wait for that. My ceiling couldn't stand it.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened. In the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
The afternoon of July 7, 1884. Clay Hollister painstakingly explained the operation of the sheriff's office. Barton Clark, Jr. was a good student.
Now, there's certain rules of safety that have to be observed with the prisoners. Remember, they're all in there for a reason.
Yes, sir.
Now, you always walk down the center of the corridor, never close to the cell doors. And since you won't be wearing a gun for a while, always carry this. If anybody should make a grab for you, a good whack across the forearm will make them pull back. Now, you never go back there alone carrying the keys. Till we've got you broken in, Lee or I will lock up and release all the prisoners. These guns are all unloaded. We do have a trouble gun. Thought I'd tell you just in case.
Time to make the rounds. You want to tag along, lawman? Learn more about life?
I'll go along with you. You got any questions?
No, not at the moment, sir.
Sure. You might show me a little respect too, Deputy.
Yes, sir.
Late afternoon, July 7, 1884. Tombstone's Tivoli Saloon.
Keep your eyes open. Mi amor, mi corazón.
Clay.
This the new boy? Finish your drink, Rose.
Rose?
Yeah. Rosa Rio Bravo.
Shall we go?
Take her in, Lee. I want to check around. She probably got more men staked out.
Rose of Rio Bravo, wanted for crimes from rustling to robbery, and with a record of countless love affairs and daredevil escapes, was again under lock and key.
Well, here we are again, Clay.
Yeah, you must feel quite at home.
I've seen better. And worse. You know that.
Well, I hope you're comfortable. Mi amor. She's gonna need some privacy till they pick her up from Texas. Hang up some blankets at night.
Yes, sir.
Who'd ever think of that slip of a girl as a rose of the Rio Bravo?
Dynamite comes in little packages.
Rio Bravo?
Mexican name for the Rio Grande below the border. According to reports, she drove thousands of head of cattle across the Bravo while the customs officials slept.
Or, thanks to her charms, looked the other way.
You sure seem to know an awful lot about her, Clay.
Well, it's my business to know about wanted people.
You spent some time in Texas before you came here, didn't you?
That's right, Harris. Lee, you book her. I'm gonna wire El Paso.
Mr. Hollister, what do you want me to do?
Get the suppers.
I think I got everything.
We won't have to feed her long. She'll be hearing from El Paso in the morning.
Hold it, kid.
Yeah, you've always got to count the silverware. Bent forks open many a lock. Oh, and incidentally, be careful of Rose. She's walked out of stronger jails than this one.
Yes, sir.
It's over here.
Supper, ma'am.
Just pass it through. Thank you.
Welcome.
Did you take out the loads?
Yes, sir. Only a tenderfoot would fiddle around with a loaded gun.
You better go pick up the dishes.
Yes, sir. You didn't eat much.
I can see you don't eat here.
Oh, no. The editor and I, Mr. Clyburn, are going to have dinner later at the Maison Dorée.
Must be very expensive.
I really don't know yet. I just opened an account. I guess I'll find out.
You're very interesting for a lawman. You dress well. I like that.
Thank you.
Would you do me a favor?
Anything. Within reason.
Well, I'm tired of these things. I guess they weren't a very good disguise anyway.
What's this?
My sizes and what I need to be a woman again.
One petticoat, one pair.
You don't mind shopping for a lady, do you?
Oh, no.
Here.
Keep it. You keep it, Rose. You're in enough trouble already.
Thank you.
The morning of July 10, 1884. Young Clark was showing an impressive dedication to his job.
Well, you're going to earn that badge yet. How's everybody in the hotel?
Rose isn't up yet.
Well, you see, being in jail is kind of like being in the Army. You rise and shine for morning inspection. Morning, Smiley. Anybody home?
Be right there.
Everybody's accounted for. You better get the breakfasts.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You have good taste. You like it?
Oh, yeah. I better get your breakfast.
And bring mine, too.
Barton. She'll be going back to Texas real soon.
Yes, sir.
The evening of July 15. Extradition proceedings were delayed. Rose of Rio Bravo had been in the Tombstone jail a week.
I'm lucky.
What'll they do to you?
That's my worry. Oh, you don't have to. How much does that make it anyway? $500. I don't think I've ever seen that much money. Not that it'll do me much good now.
What about the cattle?
What cattle?
The stolen cattle. You did steal them, didn't you?
You believe that too? Let me tell you the truth, Barton. My father used to bring in cattle from Mexico and drive them north to market. It was a way of life. Then came the crooked politicians. Pay 50 cents a head to drive them into the Rio Bravo. Another 50 cents a head to get them on American soil. Tribute to Mexican officials, tribute to American officials. So what do?
That still doesn't give you the right to steal.
Steal? You drive them across at night and risk being shot at in the bargain. Graft, nothing but graft on both sides of the border.
What about the other men?
What other men?
No.
Men just seem to want to marry me. I win again.
Yeah.
Want a deal? Cut. Yes, Mr. Clark.
I don't want to play anymore.
I don't want to play anymore either. Don't fall in love with me.
I already have.
Mi amor, mi corazón.
The night of July 16, 1884.
Hey, got a little something for you.
Hey, you're making me a deputy.
Oh, well, not yet. You're still a jailer, but now it's official. You come a long way since that day you shot the hole in my ceiling.
Congratulations, Mr. Clark.
I got a wire, Dad. He'll get a real wallop out of this.
Clay,
Yelly.
night wire. Extradition papers are in order. Deputy will be through tomorrow on his way to Texas to pick up Rose.
You know, it seems a shame that a bright, pretty girl like Rose ever got started on a career like hers.
Yeah. Call it a night, Lee. I'll take the late rounds.
Right.
Hey, Lee. What'll they do to her?
Well, in Texas, they got a lot of rope.
They'll hang her?
Been known to hang a man for stealing one horse. No telling how many herds she spirited across the border.
You know, maybe she had her reasons.
Yeah. Money.
Yeah, but hanging.
Hey, Barton. You better call it a night, too.
Yes, sir.
Barton Clark Jr. didn't call it a night. There were still more questions that had to be answered.
What about the robberies?
Well, what about them?
How do you explain them? I want to know.
You want to know. What about the robberies? What about the men? What about the cattle? Well, let me ask you a question, Barton Clark Jr. What right have you to know? I'm not on trial before you. What right do you have to ask me all these things?
Because I don't want you to hang, that's why.
I don't want to hang either. Above all, I don't want to hang now. There's nothing you can do.
I'm not going to let you hang. Here, you'll need money. You better take this.
Barton, come with me.
I can't. We'll meet later. I'll try to cover this somehow. I better check outside.
No, Rose. Not this time.
Let's go. Let's go.
July 17, 1884.
Still no leads? Lee's checking. He sure gave up an awful lot for her.
I don't know what to wire his father.
Well, he wanted Barton to learn about life, didn't he? With Rose, he's learning. How much money do you have with him?
I don't know, a few thousand, I guess. He's got a fortune set up for him in trust, his inheritance.
Yeah, at least she can't get her hands on that.
How's ahead?
Fine, it's fine.
Clay,
Yeah?
your wire's paid off. They took a train from Tucson to Los Angeles.
Los Angeles?
Yeah, he's probably trying to lose themselves in the city. Well, they're about to be found. That's my favorite gun.
I'm going with you.
It's up to you.
I gotta. His father said something else. I took it as a joke at the time. Doesn't seem so funny now. He said not to let him get killed.
I hope he doesn't.
Clay Hollister and I took the stage to Tucson and the first train to Los Angeles. July 21, 1884, the city of angels. But the girl we were looking for didn't wear wings. July 22. If they were still in Los Angeles, they had covered their whereabouts well.
Well, there's not many hotels left. I'll go check those at the other end of Main
All right,
Street.
remember, she's probably disguised as a boy. No, I was wrong. She's disguised as a lady.
See you tonight?
Right.
I wonder where Barton is.
I'll say this for her. She's here fast on her feet.
I hoped Rose would lead us to Barton. Straightening him out was as important to me as capturing the outlaw queen.
Rose. Where have you been?
Shopping. The dresses had to be altered.
Come in. Please. I thought we'd better eat in. Maybe leave for San Francisco tomorrow. We can't be too careful.
I don't want to leave yet.
Well, I have a feeling we should.
Can we afford San Francisco?
I found somebody that would cash one of my checks. Dad'll be finding out about it soon. I'll get a job.
The house detective informed us 2 people answering their descriptions registered under different names. We warned him that they were armed.
Locked, but they're in there.
Is there any other way in?
Balcony.
Show me. You wait here.
Clay, no shooting unless you have to.
Naturally, I've been thinking how wrong it was, what we did back there. Yet I've never been happier.
You're a smart young man, Barton. Don't trust me too far.
It's too late.
To us?
Here, open it.
It's beautiful. $20 gold piece.
As long as you wear it, we'll never go broke. Read the inscription.
I think I can tell you what it says. Mi amor, mi corazón, huh? My love, my heart. All right, Harris, keep an eye on her. She's got my other gun around here somewhere. Barton, let's go. Your father will be wondering where you are.
Hold it!
The night of July 22, 1884.
Where's Rose?
He's in jail again.
Dad always said look for the good in people. There's a lot of good in Rose. A lot of bad in me, I guess. Sorry, Clay.
You better not talk anymore.
You're a newspaper man. You have a pencil and paper. My last will and testament. I'll leave all my inheritance to Rose.
Well, Barton, your will won't be necessary. The doctor says you're going to live.
But I'll have to take you back. There are going to be charges.
I can face those. It's Dad.
I don't blame you. But remember, like you said, he's a remarkable man. He's asleep.
He's going to be all right. It won't take him as long to get over that bullet hole as it will to get over Rose.
How long did it take you? Or did you? Rose of Rio Bravo was sentenced to 10 years in prison by a sympathetic male jury. She was soon released by the warden, who developed a keen interest in her case.
Mi amor, mi corazón.
Whistle me up a memory. Whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as your draw. in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory.
Extra pay and no overtime, and sometimes the only bonus you get is a bullet hole. But if you're a good sheriff, you work around the clock and you don't count the hours. This was one of those rare mornings when Sheriff Clay Hollister didn't have a thing to do.
Harris! Harris? Oh, come on in.
Morning, Clay. What's up?
Oh, well, nothing. I just saw you going by. It's good to see you.
Why?
One of those mornings. Sit down.
Why?
Well, to talk. That's the trouble with people today. They don't have time to sit down and talk. Now, come on, sit down.
You want to make it a dull day for me, too?
No.
Why don't you go talk to your prisoners?
There's only one back there, old Uriah.
Again?
Yeah, he's sleeping it off. All I can get out of him is snores.
Well, you've got your problems. Mine's breakfast. See ya.
Well, what are you gonna have for breakfast?
Oh, the usual. Poached eggs,
Yeah.
toast.
Yeah.
Oh, confound it, Clay. You know what I have for breakfast. Why don't you talk to your wanted posters or your pictures on the wall?
I just straightened that.
When you're cockeyed.
Thanks.
Oh, gosh, Clay, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right, Harris. It's all right. No great damage. Go on to breakfast.
That's not what I'm sorry for.
Oh.
Real bad omen. Real bad.
What?
Your picture, too.
So?
So it means somebody's going to be killed today. And you're involved in it.
You just make that up?
That's right.
Uh-huh.
You said you didn't have anything to do today, so I just thought that I'd give you something to think about.
Somebody gonna get killed. How do you suppose superstitions like that really do get started?
I don't know. I suppose somebody makes a wild statement like I did. And it comes true. An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened. In the town too tough to die. Tombstone territory.
Uriah, come on, it's 6:30. Time to be up and out.
Oh, Sheriff.
You sure caused enough trouble last night at the Oriental.
I did?
Yeah. 1 table, 3 chairs, and 15 glasses.
Well, any man's got a right to a little fun.
Fun, huh?
You know what's wrong with this world, Clay? Nobody ain't got no more sense of humor.
Clay Hollister?
Not me.
Mr. Hollister, I want you to put me under arrest. I want you to lock me up and keep me locked up so I can stand trial.
The jail in Tombstone is as good as any in the territory. It is clean, well-built, and comfortable. No one goes there voluntarily. At least they didn't until Chris Anderson rode into town.
I just had to make sure you were Clay Hollister.
Well, why is that so important?
Because I want to get back to Brewster Flats. Alive. And you're the only man in the territory I can trust.
Well, what's in Brewster Flats?
I'm wanted for a robbery. A robbery I didn't do.
Oh, you want to stand trial and clear yourself, huh?
That's right. That's why I need your protection. Without it, they'll kill me.
Who's they?
The men who did the job. Sheriff Binns and his deputy, Tom Hatch. Also, you know the sheriff.
I know of him. He's a hard man, but he's an honest one.
Honest? You're living in the past. He's not so honest anymore. I was driving the gold to Brewster Flats. Binns and Hatch were going to meet me at Twin Forks. That's where I was going to give them the gold. They were going to blame it on bandits, and we were going to split the money 3 ways. Only I knew they were going to kill me anyway. So I hid the gold before I got there.
And you gave him the slip?
Yeah, I had to go off the side of the road to do it.
Where's the gold now?
I know where it is.
Why didn't you just take it back to Brewster Flats?
I needed a bargaining point in case they caught me.
That's quite a yarn.
It's the truth.
Might have a tough time proving it in court.
And they'll believe me. They'll believe me when I show them where the gold is hid.
Where do you figure I fit into this?
Sheriff Binns has a warrant for my arrest. Dead or alive. I want you to protect me from him.
Well, how do I know you're telling the truth?
Why would I come to you with a lie?
If you don't mind, Clay, I'm going over to the saloon.
Uriah, didn't last night teach you anything?
Oh, I ain't going over there to drink.
Yeah.
I'm going over there to work off the damage I done. You know, it isn't everybody in this town that draws down a regular paycheck. Hey, Clay, give a look.
Kid, come here.
That's Sheriff Binns, all right.
You know, we've all got our problems.
I thought you said there were 2 men chasing you.
There were 2, Binns and Hatch.
And where's Hatch?
Well, how do I know? Maybe Binns killed him. Look, don't take any chances with Binns. He'll do anything to save his skin.
Well, Hollister, I see you've taken Anderson into custody. That's mighty cooperative of you. What's he done here, kid? You look sick.
Where's your deputy?
What deputy?
Tom Hatch.
I don't need no deputy to bring in a kid.
I was told that Hatch is with you.
You were told wrong.
What do you say, boy?
I told my story.
I see. I see. The kid must have done a lot of talking. I suppose he told you I planned to kill him.
It was mentioned.
What else he tell you?
Well, why don't you try to guess?
Hollister takes a heap of jumping to keep up with a lying man. I just ain't as agile as I used to be.
If there's any lying, he's doing it.
The jury in Brewster Flats will decide that. Here's the warrant. All sworn, signed, and legal.
And it means a bullet in my back and him claiming I tried to escape. Oh, he's got it all figured. He wants the gold.
You sure got a heap of imagination, kid. I'm taking him back. Is that clear, Hollister?
Yeah, you're within your legal rights.
He's lying, I tell you.
So you say.
Would I want to go back to Brewster Flats if I was lying?
I'd throw away 30 years of my life for a few bags of gold.
Look, I'm not going back with him.
You just take it easy, boy. Let's hear your side of the story.
Oh, this beats all. 30 years as sheriff, and now I'm mistrusted by a member of my own team. I don't know what the star means to you, but to me it means scars, lots of scars. It's a tough job and a thankless one. It don't sit right to be challenged by a lying kid. When we learned the gold was overdue, Tom and me investigated. Caught the kid trying to hide the gold.
He's lying!
It was any proposition me to share the gold with him. It ain't often a man's faced with such an enormous temptation. I admit I gave it some thought. That's when he gave us the slip. Enough talk. He's going back, and that's final.
I guess murder's legal when you're wearing a badge. I counted on you, Hollister.
They're all the same. You catch them, they turn to jelly. The worst killer I ever knew cried for his mother when they hung him. You learn a lot in 30 years.
Who's prisoner?
He's a robbery suspect from Brewster Flats.
Oh, that gold robbery. I heard
Yeah.
about it.
Is the kid guilty? Well, he says not.
They always do.
He accuses Sheriff Binns.
Well, now that's a novel idea. You know, it never occurred to me to accuse you of any of our robberies.
Look, Harris, what do you know about Binns?
Oh, good, Sheriff. If you like him tough.
Yeah, but has he ever been in any trouble?
Not to my knowledge. Why all the questions?
Well, I heard two stories. Both of them are possible. I didn't want to turn the boy over to Binns.
Well, when a sheriff and his deputy come to pick up their prisoner, I'd say that you'd have to believe them instead of the prisoner.
Did you say deputy?
Yeah, I reckon that's who it was. Big fellow rode in with Binns, stayed over at the Crystal Palace while Binns came looking for you.
How do you happen to know all this?
I'm a reporter.
Look, Harris, are you absolutely sure about the second man?
Sure, I'm sure. You don't trust anybody today, do you?
Hey, what's up? Just what I'm going to find out.
All right, Tom, it's me.
You sure took long enough.
Took a while to talk Hollister out of his prisoner.
Howdy, kid.
Take it easy, Tom. It's Hollister. I'll handle it. Well, Hollister, I didn't expect to see you so soon again.
That's your deputy?
I guess I lied a little. Nothing serious. Just a matter of pride, good sense. If I got around how much I need him, I'd be through as sheriff. Get the point?
Yeah, I guess I see what you mean. Say, Binns, I think I'll ride along with you to Brewster Flats.
Well, now, that's very generous of you, but I think we can handle the kid ourselves.
Well, 50 miles is a pretty long way. Wouldn't want anybody to get hurt.
You sure take your job serious, don't you?
You got any objections to my company?
No, not at all. I have nothing to hide. 2 lawmen or 3. As long as we bring a prisoner into Brewster Flats.
I'm glad you see it that way.
Mount up, Tom, and guard Anderson. We've got a long, hard ride ahead of us.
All right, stop grinning and start moving.
An old man give you some advice?
I'll listen.
Just remember, whatever happens, you've brought it on yourself.
I always do, Binns. It's the curse of my life.
Noon, September 17, 1881. The first fresh stream. The 4 men had gone about 15 miles, and the sun had not helped to cool hot tempers.
Get Hollister from here.
It wouldn't serve any purpose.
Could drop him with 1 shot easy.
Such optimism could be fatal.
Why don't you talk English?
Meet Kitty before your gun was half out of your holster.
You want to bet I ain't faster than he is?
You'll never live to a ripe old age, that's for certain.
We can't take him to Brewster Flats.
I've been giving the matter some thought. There's several ways to handle a man like Hollister. When I need your gun, I'll tell you.
Well, don't wait too long. What do you suppose they're up to?
Let them talk. We've got the horses.
You gotta face the facts, Hollister. You're gonna have to kill them sooner or later.
You're beginning to sound as bloodthirsty as Hatch.
But they'll kill you. As long as you're alive, I've got a chance. Without you,
Well, I'll try to stay alive just for you.
There's something else. Tonight, when we make camp, they can take turns sleeping. You can't take that chance. What kind of shape do you think you're gonna be in after 2 days of that?
What do you think I ought to do? Just walk over there and blast them?
You could claim self-defense. I testify as a witness.
I'll get you some water.
I'll keep an eye on the kid.
Tom, just keep on walking.
Why do you keep him around?
He saved my life once.
You don't look that sentimental to me.
Or honest either, huh? Let me tell you something. All my life I've been like you. Honest, brave, and broke. Now I'm coming to the end of the line. What have I got to show for it? Nothing. I know why you followed us here, Hollister. We're two of a kind. It isn't just because of the badge, either. It's an awful lot of gold that kid's got buried away. Enough for 4 men.
Big of you to include the boy.
Greed doesn't get you anything but an early grave. We split the gold. The kid takes off for Mexico. You go back to Tombstone. Tom and I continue to keep the peace at Brewster Flats.
That's simple, huh?
The kid escaped. That's all I'll say. My reputation will carry me through. Well?
You make it sound real tempting.
What good is a halo if you wear it so tight it gives you a headache? I've had a headache all my life. It ain't worth it. You gotta admit it makes better sense than us killing each other. Now, do you want 5 minutes to wrestle with your conscience, or is it a deal?
Let's go talk to the boy.
Tell him. He'll believe it coming from you.
We want the gold, boy. 4-way split, and then my word on it, you can take off for Mexico.
Your word, a lot that means now.
Who's here to be giving orders?
It's all right, Tom. I know what I'm doing.
All right, we'll try it your way.
Then we're all agreed?
As long as we're suddenly partners, how about untying my hands?
First, you'll take us to the gold.
Oh, I see. Nothing like trust among friends, huh?
What's the matter, Hollister? Your halo's still pinching?
How much farther?
Few minutes.
Gold better be there.
Find the gold right under there.
Suppose after we dig up the gold, they make a run for it.
Now, Tom, you saw the trail. We can kill them before they got 100 yards.
Give me your hands. There's a gun in my saddle blanket. Be ready to use it when I tell you to.
I underestimated you.
I'm just full of surprises.
get your shovel. What's the biggest sum of money you ever had in your fist at one time?
My own or somebody else's?
I once had $10,000 in my hand.
Yeah?
Caught 2 bank robbers and recovered the loot. When I returned it to the bank, they gave me a smile and thank you.
Haven't found anything yet.
Keep digging. You gotta expect to do some work for a fortune. Yes, sir. That $10,000 is the prettiest sight I ever saw.
Hey, I think I hit something.
I guess this is it, Tom.
All right, hold it, both of you. Get their guns.
Good work, boy.
I guess your halo doesn't pinch as much as I thought.
Okay, now drop your gun, Bell Hollister. Come on, drop it, quick!
Sure hate to be shot with my own gun.
You know, you sure disappointed me, Hollister. I thought you were going to kill Benz and Tom for me. It's the only reason I came to you. Now I got to do it myself.
Well, in that case, I guess I'll keep my guns.
Well, in that case, you'll be the first one to go.
That's right. It's empty. You see, boy, I wasn't quite sure whose team you were on. Anybody else got any wild ideas?
I didn't think I could trust you.
Well, I'll let you carry the gold back. That way you'll have something to think about on the way to your jail.
Hello, Harris. How things been around town?
Well, crime took a holiday while you were away.
We should do the same thing while I'm here, too.
Here you had yourself quite a time. Ellen got the report by wire.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're going to have quite a trial over there at Brewster Flats. Wonder how many more lies that boy can think up to tell.
How much gold was involved?
About 10 bags of dust. $10,000, roughly.
Well, no wonder Ben succumbed to temptation. Now, there's an interesting thought.
What's that?
What would you or I do when faced with such a big temptation? Would we even consider it?
Well, it might depend on how many ways we had to split it.
I've seen temptation, and I say don't do it. Working in that saloon over there. Billions of bottles all over the place. Lovely bottles. All sizes and all shapes. It ain't right to expose any man to temptation.
All right, Jeriah, come on.
Don't bother, Mr. Hollister. I can find my own way.
There's your answer, Harris. Big temptation comes along, you run. And lock the door behind you.
Whistle me up a memory. Whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run up foul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, to Tombstone territory.
I said half in advance. I meant spending money, not this.
Would you prefer I contact someone else, Mr. Reardon? Well?
You'll be on a slab before dark tomorrow. Look, I know it ain't no business of mine, but what do you got against Hollister?
Nothing at all. I hardly know the man. I merely wanted to find out what would happen if two such men as you and Sheriff Hollister met on even terms.
You saying you want me to call him out gun to gun?
Well, I'm not paying you $500 to shoot him in the back. As a matter of fact, you're missing a golden opportunity. I saw him downstairs in the lobby just now.
You're loco, Plum. Dog loco.
Well, that's the way it has to be, face to face. You do want the other half of that bill, don't you?
You want that kind of shootout, you do it yourself. Come to think of it, I don't have to shoot nobody for the other half of this bill. Unless it's you.
I underestimated you, Mr. Reardon. Of course, I'll pay you. Oh, I'm glad you came, Sheriff. I think I killed him.
Now get back to your rooms.
He is dead, isn't he?
Yeah, he's dead. Maybe you better tell me what happened.
Well, he forced his way into my room at gunpoint and tried to rob me. I had to do it. Poor fellow.
Well, this poor fellow just happens to be Deke Reardon, a known killer. Could be you've done the territory a favor. Good heavens.
Tombstone Territory. An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die. Doesn't look counterfeit.
Might as well be. It's not worth a nickel without the missing half. Just a piece of paper. Unless Reardon knew that he was going to get the rest of the bill.
Well, it's too late now. Just goes to prove you can't take it with you.
Harris, what do you know about Armbruster?
One of Europe's foremost journalists. Now here to do a series of articles on the American frontier. Well, you know all that. What's bothering you, Clay? Why all the questions?
Something just doesn't sit right. Reardon wasn't a thief. He was a hired gun, a professional killer.
Are you suggesting he wanted to kill Armbruster?
Could be.
Well, I've heard some wild-haired things in my day, but this one tops the list. Your own words prove you're wrong. You said that Reardon was a hired gun, right?
Right.
Well, a hired killer has to be hired. Whoever does the hiring usually has a reason for wanting somebody killed. Now, who would want to have Armbruster killed?
Whoever has the other part of this.
And the reason? Whoever this mysterious somebody is, he must have some reason.
Well, one of my customers.
All right. That judge said I was supposed to hang, Sheriff, not starve to death.
All right, anything special you want?
Yeah, a hacksaw and a gun.
Will you settle for a steak? Chicken?
Fried chicken?
Fried chicken.
Harlan?
Yeah, he's hungry.
When are you taking him up to Prescott?
In the morning. Harris, will you do me a favor? Will you talk to Armbruster, kind of feel him out? If somebody has ill will against him, he'll know who.
Yeah, I'll talk to him. I'll take him to dinner tonight, and I'll ask him if he knows who wants him dead for $500. You'll probably hear him laughing all the way here from the hotel.
All right, I'll be listening.
Thank you. That'll be all.
You know, come to think of it, there is one possibility.
You mean there is someone who might want to have you shot? Well, who, man? Who?
Well, he's threatened me repeatedly. I never imagined that...
Well, for heaven's sake, Armbruster, who is it?
My foreign editor. He's warned me that he'd have me shot on numerous occasions for not honoring deadlines.
Well, right now, I don't blame him. I'll report that to Hollister.
You're quite friendly with the sheriff, aren't you?
Oh, we get along most of the time.
You know, I read an article that you did on that Harlan case. You covered it very thoroughly last September, I think.
October 3rd to 7th.
Do you think you could prevail upon the noble sheriff to let me interview the Harlan boy?
Well, I'm afraid you're a little late for that. Sheriff's leaving with him in the morning for the capital.
Well, it's still quite early. How about tonight?
Well, I don't know. Maybe. Clay's funny about things like that. Boys under a death sentence. Why do you want to see him?
Well, I intend to devote a whole series of articles on the sudden and violent deaths brought about by the criminal element in your great American West.
Well, let's go. I'll ask him.
Thank you, my dear colleague.
My pleasure, my dear colleague.
Well, the first couple of times, it's kind of scary, I guess. Because you never know whether that other fellow might not be a little faster than you are. But then after a while, all that scariness just goes away. Gets real easy. Gets to be just like it was nothing. Nothing at all. And I could take any of them without even trying to, because I was top gun. You hear me, mister? Top gun. Nobody in this whole world can take Danny Harlan. Nobody.
It wasn't the money, was it, Harlan? You would have been the same without money, wouldn't you? You had to kill so you'd feel bigger and better than men wiser and smarter than yourself. Isn't that the truth? You had to kill. Your miserable little ego demanded it. Isn't that right?
You let me alone. Go on, get out of here and let me alone.
What's wrong, Harlan? You afraid? Does the thought of the noose frighten you?
Shut up, will you? Will you just get out and shut up?
Don't whisper, Harlan. You're tough. You're a killer. People fear you. A man like you should roar, not whisper. You're a tiger, Harlan. You were a tiger when you were killing other men. Are you going to die like a bleating lamb?
I'll kill you! You hear me? I'll kill you!
That's it, Harlan. A tiger. Not a bleating lamb who's terrified of the butcher's steel. Die as you lived, Harlan, and 3 million people will read about your death and remember. Don't disappoint them, Harlan. Don't let them realize you were really a terrified sheep at heart who masqueraded as a tiger. We must help them believe what we want them to believe, Harlan. Don't let them down. Don't let them down.
"300 miles of rugged mountain country. May not be Khyber Pass, but we have a healthy respect for it.
He's right, Armbruster. I've been through that country. It's no Sunday canter in the park.
Well, a little inconvenience is a small price to pay for a good article. It'd be interesting to compare the hangings at your territorial capital with those at our prisons in England.
Look, Mr. Armbruster, it's my job to get this man to Prescott, not run guided tours. The answer is still no. I'm sorry.
Look, Sheriff.
Good night, gentlemen. I'll get my sleep.
Newspaper men.
Good evening, Mr. Armbruster.
Why, Dr. Froelich, this is a surprise. It's a long way from St. Louis. What brings you here to Tombstone?
You, Mr. Armbruster.
Well, surely my article on your most excellent sanitarium wasn't that bad.
Your description of the mental processes of some of my psychopathic cases was very interesting.
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, so interesting that I made it a point to acquire and read more of your writings.
You flatter me.
Flattery is not my intention, Mr. Armbruster. I haven't traveled 1,000 miles for that. You made a gentleman's agreement that you would remain in my care. Since you won't help yourself, I have come to help you.
Help me?
You're a very sick man, and you're aware of your sickness. It shows like a beacon in your writing.
Look here, Dr. Froelich.
No layman could have the inside of the criminal mind, such as you described in your article, unless he himself experienced such urges and pressures.
I appreciate your concern, Doctor, but I haven't the time to discuss it now. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have things to do.
I had hoped you would be cooperative. Come back to my sanitarium and let me help you.
It's getting late, Doctor. Do you mind?
Then I will have to help you despite of yourself, Mr. Armbruster.
And what do you mean by that?
I shall be forced to have you brought there.
I'm sorry you had to say that.
Let go! Let go! What do you think you're doing?
I regret the necessity of this, Doctor. I'd regret being committed to an institution even more.
July 5, 1887. Dan Harlan started on his final journey, 300 miles, to end with a 6-foot drop through the gallows trap.
Good morning, gentlemen.
I thought I told you I didn't want you along. I meant it.
I have no doubt of that, Sheriff, but as you Americans are so fond of declaiming, this is a free country.
Well, you're persistent.
Old world tenacity, Sheriff.
All right. I guess I can't keep you from tagging along, but there's no law says I gotta nursemaid you. You're on your own.
Of course.
What, he's going with us?
Like he says, it's a free country. Hold down the town. Let's go.
Well, have a good trip, men. I fully intend to.
Oh, yeah. Swell trip.
Make it a little easier for you. Run in front.
I told you I wasn't gonna nursemaid you, but you better save that. We got a long way to go to the next water hole.
You know, there's no sensation in the world like bagging your first tiger. You've never seen a Bengal tiger, have you, Sheriff?
Oh, tiger. Well, I've seen lots of mountain lions, but no tigers.
Oh, it's no comparison. In my opinion, the Bengal tiger is the king of beasts. Comparing him with an American mountain lion is like comparing a wolf to a lamb. I've always admired these wild creatures that struggle so fiercely for their freedom, preferring death to submission. No Judas goat leads them meekly to the butcher's blade. If they have to die, they die fighting. And I've known more than one that escaped what was thought to be certain death or capture.
Yeah, I suppose so. Come on, Harlan, finish it up. It's time to roll in.
You see them anywhere? They can't have strayed very far.
Yeah, over there.
You get breakfast started while I round him up. Keep an eye on him.
All right. Well, are we a tiger this morning or a little lamb being led to the slaughter? Speaking of tigers, they need claws, don't they? Well, I'm waiting for your answer.
I ain't no stinking sheep, mister. You just let me get my hands on that gun, I'll show you what I am right off.
I might do that, under certain conditions.
You funning me. Maybe I ain't so smart, mister, but I ain't loco neither. You let me alone, you understand? You just let me alone.
You stupid little swine, keep your mouth shut and listen. That's better. Much better. One bullet. Make it count. You'll have money, a horse, and be over the border before the authorities know of your escape.
All that money in one little piece of paper.
Beat Hollister and you'll get the rest. If you lose, it won't matter.
I ain't gonna lose, because I've been practicing drawing from the belt since I was 10.
Here, take it. That one bullet must get Hollister if you want to escape the rope. Remember that. If he lives, nothing can save you.
Well, he ain't gonna live. And you can bet on that.
You might say I already have. Now make it look convincing. You're a tiger, Harlan, remember? A tiger.
Yeah, that's right. Tiger. What are you waiting for, Sheriff? Come on in. We got a little talking to do.
You haven't got a chance, Harlan. I got the horses and the key to your leg iron. You're playing a losing game. Now let Mr. Armbruster go and pitch the gun.
Ha! I got nothing but a noose waiting for me. No matter what happens, I can't be no worse off. I'll make a deal with you. We fight it out, man to man. I'll put my gun in my belt, then you step out and we draw. Even. What about it, Sheriff? You got the nerve to try me?
All I gotta do is wait, Harlan.
Well, what about the newspaper gent? You forgetting him? I got a hanging out already, so it ain't gonna hurt me none if I blow his head off. Make up your mind, Sheriff.
All right. Turn him loose.
You let go of me, Sheriff.
Harlan's gun in his belt?
It's in his belt.
All right. I'm coming out.
Go ahead. Make your play.
Is it bad?
No, it's just bloody. How about him?
Dead.
What happened, Armbruster? Seems like you gave him his chance to die a little sooner.
For the life of me, I couldn't say. One moment I was walking past him, the next he had my throat in a death grip, and my gun in his hand. Let's get that wound dressed.
There's some bandages in my saddlebag.
What is it, Sheriff?
Who did you expect to get killed, Armbruster? Or didn't it matter to you?
I'm afraid I don't follow your meaning.
I wasn't altogether wrong about Reardon up in your hotel room, was I? Who was he supposed to kill to get this half?
You, Sheriff. Nothing personal, of course. It was just a matter of observation, so that my writings could have that touch of realism for which they're so famous.
You'd pay to have a man killed just so you could watch it and then write about it?
Of course. But in doing so, I bring this moment of torment. Vicariously, of course, to 3 million readers, a fitting tribute for any man.
Well, it's too bad they won't be able to read your account of your own hanging.
I'm sorry, Sheriff, but I have other plans. First, I had to kill Reardon, then Dr. Froelich.
Dr. Froelich?
Oh, yes, I'm sure his body's already been found in an alley in Tombstone. Now, Sheriff, it's your turn. I'll say goodbye. It is mortal, isn't it?
I'd say so.
One might talk about observation. If I'd been a true student of the West or of gunfighters, this would never have occurred.
How do you figure?
That other gun you wear, I thought it was just a spare, or perhaps for show. I standing with a revolver in my fist. I never could have believed you would have outdrawn me with your left hand.
It's my business. Yours was writing.
Yes, and I had a great many things wrong, it seems. You know, I have no difficulty at all in speaking, and no great sensation of pain. Just a growing weariness. Not very much to write about, after all.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, to Tombstone territory.
Brothers, Rip, Coley, and Ben, the younger element of Tombstone, and its future citizens.
Here's your troublemakers, Clay. Take your choice. The fine's $10 apiece and 3 days in jail.
Well, you're bearing down a little hard, ain't you, Sheriff? We were just trying to have a little fun.
Sure. Just flexing our muscles. You know, having a few laughs. It's getting so a person can't even let off a little steam in this town.
The next time you start a saloon brawl, it won't be just a fine and a night in jail. I'll lock you up for so long you can set up housekeeping.
It's about time.
Well, I didn't know you were in jail until this morning.
All right, pay the man. Let's get out of here.
I'm sorry about my brother, Sheriff. How much is their fine?
$10 apiece, Miss Thomas. They won't listen to me, so I'm going to tell you. Maybe you can talk some sense into them.
Well, they'll listen to me, and they better.
They've got to grow up and start acting their age.
We can do without the lectures. That goes for you, too, Hollister.
Because if they don't, they're going to wind up killing somebody or getting killed themselves. There are your guns. Keep them holstered.
Yes, sir, Mr. Sheriff. At least for now.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened in the town too tough to die. Tombstone territory. The Thomas brothers were important to Tombstone. They were the future of the town. And the way things had been going lately, Sheriff Clay Hollister had good reason to be concerned about them. Morning, Clay.
Oh, hello, Harris.
On my way to breakfast. Care to join me?
No thanks. I'm not hungry. Just had a stomach full of the Thomas brothers. It's the third time this month I've had to hold them in.
You ought to keep a permanent cell for them. Charge rent. A second home, so to speak.
Uh-oh, trouble.
Anybody else got ideas?
Cowboy, you just bit off more than you can swallow.
Hold it.
Give me the gun.
I'm walking out of here, Sheriff. Don't try stopping me.
Give me the gun. Now, suppose you tell me what happened.
We were just trying to have a little fun when all of a sudden he get mad.
He shot Ben before we knew what was happening.
How about hearing my side of it, Sheriff? That is, if you're interested.
I'm interested. Let's go.
You haven't heard the last of us, mister. You can bet on it.
All good. Your story better be right. You settled down enough yet to start talking?
I didn't ride into this town looking for trouble, Sheriff. All I wanted was a job. I warned them twice to leave me alone, but no, they had to keep calling me a saddle bum and a drifter. Got a lot of laughs out of everybody.
Then accidentally, on purpose, one of them spilled his drink on me.
So you repaid the compliment by shooting him?
Talking doesn't get through to some people, Sheriff. They have to be shown.
Well, that little demonstration may get you a term in jail.
You ever had trouble with the law before?
You mean locked up? No.
Well, I'm sorry to spoil your record. Let's go.
Hello, Harris. Oh, hello, Clay. Glad you stopped by. I'm writing an editorial here. I want you to hear it. The citizens of Tombstone have a responsibility to the many young men who come here seeking work. Let us demonstrate our friendship by offering them a fair chance at jobs and the opportunity to become decent citizens. Tolerance will make our community a better place to live. Well, then it goes on, but that's the idea. What do you think?
Oh, I think the same as you. Just come from a long talk with Judge Parker. We talked about Paul Hayden.
I guess he's the one who started this. The kid needs a break, no doubt about it.
Judge has given him one. He's put him on probation.
Oh, Clay, I think that's an excellent idea.
Of course, there are going to be some problems, but between the two of us, I think we can work them out.
What kind of problems?
Well, as sheriff of Tombstone, I couldn't very well have him paroled in my custody, so I had him paroled in yours.
You did what?
Well, now, just don't go bringing your blood to a boil.
Well, you might have consulted me first.
It never occurred to me that you'd object.
Oh, it never occurred to you. Well, I do. I've got too much to do around here to properly take care of the boy.
Now, calm down.
No, sir, it's too much responsibility.
Wait a minute. Let me read you something. The citizens of Tombstone have a responsibility to the many young men.
All right. Trapped by my own editorial. Paul, you better start a new paragraph here. Well, hello, Karen. This is a pleasant surprise.
Hello, Mr. Clybourne. I was just passing by and remembered I hadn't renewed my subscription to the paper.
Oh, shucks. I thought perhaps this was a personal call. Oh, excuse me. Paul, having such an attractive young lady in the office almost made me forget my manners. Miss Karen Thomas, this is my new assistant, Paul Hayden.
Pleased to meet you, Miss Thomas.
Hello. Well, I better pay you and run along. I don't want to be late for the bank.
If you have a moment, I'll write you out a receipt for this.
Oh, that won't be necessary, Mr. Clybourne. Nice to have met you, Mr. Hayden.
Pleasure.
Karen, wait a minute. I just remembered I have some business at the bank myself. Paul, would you take this over and get me some change for it?
How do you want it?
I don't care. Nickels, dimes, quarters. No reason for you to walk to the bank alone.
You don't mind company?
Oh, I'd be delighted, Mr. Hayden.
Hey, Paul. Well, aren't you something? No need to ask what happened to your paycheck. You're wearing it. Sit down.
Fellow's got a right to buy new duds, hasn't he?
He sure has. But you'll have to admit they're a little fancy to be wearing to work.
As a matter of fact, I was going to ask for the morning off. Karen's coming to town and...
Sure, Paul. You go ahead.
But we're kind of busy. Sure you can get by without me, all right?
It'll be tough, but I'll try.
Well, now, look who's just leaving.
Well, just the man I've been looking for. It's time we settle with this drifter. Nice looking hat. Mind if I look it over for a while? I've been thinking about getting me a new hat.
Fitting that over swelled head of yours is going to be a job. Let's have the hat back.
Sure, drifter.
There you are. Put a few air holes in it for you. I'm not wearing a gun or I'd give you something to shoot at.
Now, you wanted a gun? There it is.
Leave it, Paul. He's on probation. He can't do any fighting. But I can.
Well, it's all right with me if you want to stick your nose in this.
Is this a private fight or can anybody join in? All right, what's going on?
Never mind, Clay. There's no real harm done.
That's right. The drifter here is on probation. Don't want him getting into trouble.
You want to prefer charges, Harris? I'll lock him up right now.
No. But they pay for the hat.
How much was it?
$5.
It's a pretty expensive target.
It was worth every penny of it. And I got some advice for you, Drifter. Keep away from my sister. And if I don't? The next time we shoot at that hat, you'll be wearing it.
You should let me lock him up, Harris.
Why? It's never done any good before. A couple of days in jail isn't going to teach them anything.
They bother me again, I'll start their education. And I'll finish it, too.
No, you won't, Paul. You do that and I'll finish it by jailing all of you.
Although Paul Hayden had only been in Tombstone a short time, he had run into trouble with the Thomas brothers twice. There was going to be a third time. He was going to be prepared for it.
Hello, Paul. Been shopping?
Picked up my shirts at the laundry.
Looks like a lot of starch in your shirts. You know, I could swear I just saw you coming out of the gun shop.
Probably some other fellow.
Interesting looking laundry.
The way I look at it, wearing a gun's part of being dressed.
Probation law doesn't agree with you. It says you can't carry a gun or leave town.
Does it say what I'm supposed to do about Rip Thomas and his brothers?
No, but I can tell you. Grin and bear it.
Yeah. They're not pushing you around.
Would you rather serve out your sentence in jail? Look, Paul, you got a good job and you met a nice girl. Could be worse.
I'll keep out of trouble.
All right. And you won't need this. Take it back, get your refund.
Hey, do you know it's almost 8 o'clock? Time we called it a day. Here, you can set this up tomorrow.
Mr. Clyburn, I think I'd like to stay here and finish this tonight.
Oh? Well, if you're going to wait, I will too. I've got plenty I can do.
Mr. Clyburn, go home?
Well, how do you like that? Thrown out of my own office. Say hello to Karen for me.
I hope you don't mind us meeting here like this.
Of course not. Not the most romantic spot you can find, but, well, at least it's private.
Thank you very much, Mr. Clyburn.
Good night, Paul.
Get the shade, friend. Well, you look surprised, Drifter. Maybe you were expecting someone else.
We told you to stay away from Karen, but you don't hear it too good, do you?
Not when you talk. Well, by the time we're through, maybe you'll learn to listen a lot better. You got off lucky, Drifter. You keep away from Karen, and next time we'll kill you.
Well, there it is. Isn't that a nice mess? No need to guess what happened after you left. I checked Paul's rooming house. He wasn't there. And his horse is missing from the livery stable.
If he's left town, he's in trouble.
The boy would have been just fine if Rip and his brothers had left him alone.
I'll take care of them later. Right now, I'm more concerned about Paul. Harris, where do you keep your rifle?
Here. Well, it was here when I left last night.
We better get out to the Thomas place.
We're just going in town after you, Hollister. Glad you showed up.
I'll bet you are.
Particularly after what happened to my place last night.
Have you seen Paul?
The Drifter? No. But when we do...
He was here. And when he left, he took Karen with him.
Now, they couldn't have gone very far, because I heard Karen moving around in the house about an hour ago.
Him running off is a violation of his probation, isn't it, Hollister?
I'll bring him back.
Well, you go right ahead, Sheriff. We'll just look for Karen.
Yeah, and when we find her, if she just happens to be with that Drifter, well, that's his tough luck.
Okay, let's go. We got some ground to cover.
Clay, what happens if he won't go back with us?
He will. Nice day for a ride.
Sure is, Sheriff. And we're going to keep right on enjoying it.
Paul, we've come to take you back to town.
Sorry to disappoint you, Sheriff, but Karen and I are moving on.
Easy, boy. We're out here to help you.
You're a little late.
I don't think so. You said all you wanted was a decent break. Well, you got it. And the first time things got a little bit rough, you turned tail and ran.
So you moved to another town. There'll always be a situation that needs facing.
Maybe he's right, Paul. We can't keep wondering and worrying about when my brothers are going to show up. We'd never be happy that way. Let's go back together.
You sure that's what you want, Karen? What about my probation? I wasn't supposed to leave town or carry a gun.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, you and Karen just took a canter to the city limits. They're pretty big.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Harris, you take Paul back to the shop. Karen, I want to ride to the ranch with you. I want to talk to your brothers.
Fine. Awfully angry, Mr. Hollister.
So am I.
You got some mighty fancy explaining to do.
Wait until we get our hands on that drifter.
Look, Karen's back and there's no harm done.
Keep out of this, Hollister. This is a family affair.
That's right. Just because you're wearing a badge doesn't give you the right to keep sticking your nose into our business.
I say it's a good thing he has it on. It gives him protection.
Well, I can always take it off. It's about time somebody taught you three to grow up. Since nobody else has offered to do the job, I'll volunteer.
Hollister, beating you is going to be a pleasure.
You want to try next?
You betcha.
You still feel like fighting after your arm gets well, you know where to find me. I want you and your brothers in my office tomorrow morning at 10. Thanks.
Here they come. All spruced up.
Well, you're right on time. I was going to lock all three of you up. Figured a jail term would do you good. Since the damages to the epitaph office have been paid and Paul here doesn't want to prefer charges, you're free to go.
You mean you ain't gonna press charges?
Sheriff Hollister kept me from going to jail, and I thought I should pass on the favor.
Oh, don't just stand there looking foolish. Shake hands.
I'd like to apologize. Mom, forget it.
Me too.
About time you showed some judgment.
It must have been that licking you gave us. Sort of helped us grow up.
Yeah, the hard way. Speaking of growing up, we all look a little older today.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, to Tombstone territory.
Giving the town its final nightly check.
Who's there?
It's me, Sheriff. Adam Kirby. You kind of scared me. But I saw who it was.
What's the matter, Adam? Somebody after you?
Man never knows who might have it in for him, Sheriff.
Well, I think I'll turn in. Night, Sheriff.
Oh, Adam, you got a place to stay?
Best place in town. I'm asking for the last time. I want my money back.
You made a deal with me, Baines.
Deal? I don't buy stolen cattle, no matter how cheap. All right, mister. Guess I'll have to go to the sheriff.
If that's the way you feel. You want a refund? Here it is.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened. In the town too tough to die. Tombstone territory. The morning of August 4, 1882. A murder had been committed in Tombstone, and there were no witnesses, no clues.
Hello, Harris.
Morning, Clay. Hear you had a killing last night.
Boy, bad news sure does travel fast.
Always. Anything to go on?
No, not a thing. Not even this.
Sum total of a man's life.
Yeah. I didn't know Baines very well, but he seemed like an honest man, worked hard, kept out of trouble. Looks like Tombstone's lost a good citizen.
The town hasn't many to spare.
You know, editor, you're getting to be a cynic.
Where are you going?
See if I can check up on Bain's movement last night.
Mind if I tag along? Sounds like a story.
Yeah, same old story.
That's what you're doing. Just got myself a shine.
Excuse me, mister. It was an accident.
That was an accident, too. Now you got something to clean up.
Think you're smart, don't you?
Clean a floor, I'll clean it up with you.
You ought to show more respect. That's no way to treat a real He-Man.
He-Man?
No, you're wrong. Adam here, why, he's done all kinds of things. Come on, Adam, tell us a story about gold hunting in California.
Let me alone, will you?
Oh, now don't be bashful. How about the time you were a scout with Custer at the Little Bighorn?
The way I heard it, Custer and all his men were massacred by the Sioux.
Adam tells it different. He was the only one to escape.
I'm the only man alive that knows what really happened there.
Sounds to me like you're a liar.
Go ahead and have your fun. I know something you fellas don't know nothing about. It just happens I was in that livery stable last night. Now, what do you think about that, huh?
Sounds interesting, Adam. You see anything?
Saw that fella Baines get killed, that's all.
Are you telling the truth, or is this just another one of your stories?
I was right there, bigger than life.
Did you recognize who done the killing?
Never mind the details. You can tell me later down at my office. Let's go.
Well, I just can't walk out and leave my job, Sheriff.
Now, don't worry. You're not going to get fired. You may even get a promotion if you can identify the killer.
Well, there's no hurry. I'll be over and see you later.
Now.
And this fella pulled out a gun and shot Baines. That's all there was to it.
Did you get a look at the killer's face?
It was kind of dark. He had his back to me.
Well, that doesn't help much. We don't know any more now than we did before.
There must be something about the man you can remember, Adam.
The way he was dressed, maybe. His hat. What about his boots? Wasn't there anything at all unusual about him?
No, he was dressed like everybody. Maybe if I heard him talk again, I might be able to recognize his voice.
What was that like?
Kind of deep and husky, like he had a cold. Now, if you're through with me, Sheriff, I'd like to go back to my job.
Adam. By now, everybody in town knows that you saw that killing.
So?
So suppose the killer's still in town. And suppose he thinks you can identify him. What do you think he's going to do?
Why, I don't know. I hadn't given it much thought.
You better. You've put yourself in a dangerous position.
Yeah, I sure have.
What are you going to do, Clay?
Well, we're going to make a tour of Tombstone, looking for a man with a husky voice.
All of Tombstone?
We'll start with the saloons. It's where most of our citizens go to cure a cold. Let's go, Adam.
Oh, that's asking for trouble. No, I'm not going.
Yes, you are. I need you for identification, and you may find you need me.
And if we run across this fella?
You just let me worry about that. Come on.
over there. That looks like him. At least from the back it does.
All right. Excuse me, mister. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
All depends on what they are. What's troubling you, Sheriff?
Adam?
No, I made a mistake. A big one. When I opened my big mouth.
Sorry to trouble you, mister.
Well, we've been up and down every street and in and out of every hotel and saloon in Tombstone.
Well, at least we met a lot of nice people we'd never known before.
Maybe the killer left town.
Could be. Frankly, I can't think of any other place to look. There's always Charleston. Charleston?
It's only a couple of hours' ride from here.
If I remember correctly, that community doesn't take too easily to the law, especially the sheriff of Tombstone.
Now, listen. Oh, just a minute, fellas. As far as... Did you see anyone?
Not a sign. At least we won't have to go to Charleston.
Let's get off the streets, huh?
Whoever shot at you is gone now, Adam.
Yeah, but do you think they'll come back? Later, I mean?
They might.
You're gonna stay with me, aren't you?
No. No, you're going to stay with me. I'm placing you in protective custody.
You're locking me up?
That's right.
Well, it's the first time I've ever been put in jail for something I didn't do.
That's a lot better than walking around waiting for somebody to take another shot at you, Adam.
Yeah, but what about my job at the Alhambra? If I don't show up, they'll fire me.
Yeah. All right, you can go on working, but there'll be somebody with you at all times.
Well, I don't like the idea of living in jail.
You'd rather take up residence on Boot Hill?
Well, there's nothing so wrong with jails. As long as they're warm and unlocked and the food's on the county. Let's go.
August 6, 1882. A hidden gunman had made an attempt on the life of Adam Kirby, Clay Hollister's only witness to an unsolved murder. And to date, the killer's identity was still unknown. Morning, Clay.
Harris?
Say, how's your witness?
Oh, boy, he is really living high at the county's expense. And at mine, I might add. In the past 2 days, he has taken up soap, T-bone steaks, and borrowed $6 from me.
Line of duty, lawman.
Oh, boy. At least Adam's enjoying it. He's the main attraction in there.
Well, you can't blame him. Not really. It's probably the first time anyone's paid attention to him in years.
And he's taken full advantage of it.
How long do you plan to keep him in custody?
Just till he's safe.
Well, how do you know the killer's still here? He might be in New Mexico by now.
Or right across the street.
Where are you headed for?
Gotta go relieve my deputy. He's wet nursing Adam.
Well, let me know if there's any change.
Yeah.
Nurse.
Everything all right?
Well, it is as far as Kirby's concerned, yeah.
I'll take over.
Well, Sheriff Hollister, I want you to meet some friends of mine. Ed Sims, Charlie Howe, Hugh Dawson. We're just having a drink. Come on, won't you join us?
No, thanks. I think we better get back to the office.
What's the hurry? Nothing's gonna happen to me.
That's what I've been saying. Baines's killer was around, he'd have taken another shot at Adam here before now.
Maybe.
Stop worrying, will you, Hollister?
Adam's not scared.
Of course I'm not scared. Did I ever tell you about the time I was afoot in Indian country? I had my horse shot out right from underneath me.
Some other time, Adam.
Sheriff, why don't you leave him here with us? We'll see to it nothing happens to him.
Yeah, take care of me, Sheriff. Well, I'll see you later, fellas.
I got a horse for you from the livery stable.
Oh, are we going somewhere?
Yeah, Charleston.
Well, why Charleston?
Just too quiet around Tombstone.
Well, can't we go there tomorrow? This being in protective custody ain't as much fun as I thought it was gonna be. Kind of quiet here, too.
Yeah, so's a rattlesnake before he strikes.
I'll have another.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all.
Come on.
Afternoon, Sheriff. You look a little nervous, mister. How about a drink?
No, thanks. I'm not thirsty.
You've been thirsty all your life.
I'm not thirsty now.
How about it, Adam? This man anybody you recognize?
I never saw him in my life before.
You're sure you never heard his voice?
He's not the man we're looking for, Sheriff.
You sure? Looks like I'm wasting my time.
Oh, it's been a long day, Sheriff. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. I'll see you in the morning. Good night.
Good idea. Maybe you can get yourself a room over at the hotel. Or you can go back to the straw. You see, it looks like you're right. Killer's left town, so I'm turning you loose.
Well, you can't do that. It's your duty to protect me.
Seems to me I've done my duty. Not quite sure that you have.
I don't know what you mean.
I think you do. Oh, you better take that. You'll need it.
Hello, Adam. Come on in. Have a drink with us.
No, some other time.
Oh, there's no time like now. Come on in. Hey, you look kind of low. Is something we can do?
No. No, thanks. Nothing, no.
Well, that's the first time I've ever seen you carrying a gun, Adam.
It's not my idea. The sheriff loaned it to me. He said I'd need it to protect myself.
Thought Hollister and his deputies are looking after you.
Not anymore, they ain't. They turned me loose. What he cares if I get killed.
You stop worrying about it. Nothing's going to happen to you. That's so, Hal? You stick with us, Adam.
You know, I I will have a drink with you fellas.
Now you're talking.
Thanks.
Hey, we'll have us a real celebration. We'll make this a night like you never had before.
Now, huh? Hey, what are you leaving for? We're having a good time. Where are you guys going?
You leave it to us. Celebrating's just starting.
Oh! We're gonna have a party? Oh, good, let's go, huh? Hey, have you boys, listen, I've been around this town a long time. You see those...
I don't like this place. Let's go someplace else.
What are you worried about? We're with you, are we?
I'm not worried, it's just I don't like it. I've been there before, that's all.
Get off. Get off. Get off.
Well, listen.
There you go. There you go. Dancing now, boy. Dancing now.
I'll get us a bottle.
Never had a better time in my life.
The best part of the party hasn't started yet.
It sure hasn't. Told you this would be a night like you never had before.
I hate to break up this friendly gathering, Mr. Kirby, but we have some unfinished business. Killing you now suits me just as well as later. Go ahead.
Hello, Adam.
Sheriff, you gonna stay around a while?
No, I just dropped in for a minute. I gotta get back to town.
Well, I think I'll go with him.
No, you stay with your friends. Unless, of course, you've got something to tell me. There's one thing, Adam. You stand up for yourself now, I'll be right here.
There's the man you're looking for, Sheriff.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. I got a real story to tell him now. So I said, Clay, there's the man who murdered Baines. Go on and arrest him, and I'll back you up with my gun. Well, the sheriff's a cautious man. He said, Adam, are you sure that's the man? I said, I'll prove it to you, Sheriff. So I walked right up to this Wallach and I spoke up. And I said, you're a dirty murderer.
And then what happened?
Well, he just stood there. But I knew he was going to go for his gun.
Go on, Adam.
Well, stop interrupting me, will you? You confuse me with the facts. Where was I?
Wallach was just going for his gun.
Oh, yeah. Well, there was a silence. Oh, Oh, about 5 seconds. And Wallach started to draw. Well, I pulled my gun and
Go on, Adam. Don't let me interrupt you.
I was just telling him about the fight, Sheriff.
According to Adam here, why, he practically took care of Wallach and that bunch all by himself. Is that true?
Yeah, that's just how it happened. Go on, Adam. Tell your story.
Like I said, I pull my gun just a split second before the sheriff. And just as cool as you please.
Whistle me up a memory. Whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory. Whistle me back where I wanna be, to Tombstone territory.
Hey, what's the matter? Sheriff. Well, one sheriff, two of us. That trail, up the side of the hill there. Come on. Now, what's the matter, Lugo? We don't know nothing. You afraid of him? I said, come on.
Morning. You been in Tombstone?
Yeah? Why?
You resemble somebody I'm looking for. I'd like to ask you some questions. Hold it! Hold it!
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die. Tombstone territory. Noon, December 9, 1884. A young and unknown gunman lay seriously wounded after a reckless attack on Sheriff Clay Hollister.
Outside of his wound, he may be going into pneumonia. Who is he, Clay?
I don't know for sure, but he answers the description of a kid who's been reported hanging around the bank. I started asking questions and he started shooting.
Well, somebody's got to be with him every minute.
I'll hire a nurse. The county will foot the bill.
Fine, but where are we going to get one? The hospital's short now.
How about Mary Rice? She's helped out before.
She's on her way to Prescott this afternoon on the stage to visit her folks.
Maybe she'll put it off.
Well, maybe, for you.
Galeyville, town of a black and lurid history. The only inhabitants, the lawless.
Alita, that beats you.
You're getting too good, Snyder. I've got to protect my championship.
Trouble.
Eddie? Where's Eddie?
Shot down. Right in back here. The sheriff.
You don't send a green kid like him to look over a bank job? Just because he's your nephew, he does anything he wants, huh? Is he dead? Sheriff kill him?
I don't know. Looked like it. Anyway, took him back to Tombstone.
Eddie rode up to meet him. He wouldn't listen to me.
Give him a horse. You want me to go, Sam?
No. I need you. I'll come back for you. They don't know any of us in Tombstone. There won't be any trouble.
What does this do to our plans?
We didn't come all the way from the Dakotas for nothing.
I appreciate your staying, Mary.
Well, maybe someday I'll learn how to say no to you. I'll do everything I can for him, Clay.
Doc Cunningham doesn't give him much of a chance.
We'll see.
Got a pretty sick boy here, Mary. "103 fever, still going up."
Mary,
Clay, mind coming back later?
thanks again for your help.
Sure picked a right nurse, didn't I?
Yes, Clay?
Who is he, Mary?
He can't really be a criminal. He was never even really wild, no matter what people said.
All right. Let's start with his name and where he wasn't really wild. Look, Mary, if missing me is all he's guilty of, there won't be any charges.
His name is Eddie Casper. He's from Prescott. I haven't seen him in, about 6 years.
Casper. Nobody by that name's wanted for anything that I know of. What about his being wild?
Oh, he was noisy, the way kids are. And he always wanted a fast horse so he could kick up the most dust on Main Street. And he bragged a lot. Mostly about a rich uncle in the Dakotas who he said could buy him anything.
Who was his uncle?
I don't think there really was an uncle. Well, didn't you ever make things up?
Sure. Look, Mary, Pete and I have to go to Bisbee tonight. Mine payroll. I'm gonna leave a guard right here.
Oh, that won't be necessary.
People can change a lot in 6 years. Be back tomorrow noon.
Hey, fella!
It's all right how you hit him, gents.
Yes?
We're taking that boy.
Why? Who are you?
His kid.
His kid?
I'm his uncle. Don't yell. Don't do anything. Eddie? Eddie, how you feeling, boy?
Sam, I'm sorry, Sam.
There's nothing I can't get you out of. We're taking you back.
You're not taking him anywhere. Moving him now could kill him.
We got a wagon full of straw. Easier ride than the way he got up here.
He's verging on pneumonia. He needs constant care.
And he's gonna get it. Good care. From you. When Eddie's well, you can come back. Fair enough? Easy with him now. Easy. Better leave a message for the sheriff. Something he can understand.
Take any stock in that?
Yep. That's not going to keep me from following him.
I'm going in to see him.
You'll not. The trip is too much for him. His life doesn't mean a thing to you, does it?
It's the only life it does.
Well, then from now on, you're going to do exactly as I tell you. Here. This is a list of medicines and supplies that I have to get from Dr. Cunningham at the Tombstone Hospital.
What's all this?
Latin. Pharmacological Latin. It's the only way medical supplies are ordered, and Eddie would die without them.
I'm warning you, if this is a trick, tell them where we are.
Is my name on it? Does it say anything about Galeyville or you?
If this is a trick, there's going to be a dead doctor and a dead nurse.
We don't even know who we're looking for.
We'll find out. Just keep asking questions.
Did you get any answers?
Not today. We'll be going out again tomorrow. What do you want to see me for?
Here's a note.
All right, what is it?
It's from Mary. It's an order for medicine written in Latin. And directions, maybe where to find her. Picus Latus, village of the bandits. Mons Magnum, large mountain. And northeast.
Vicus Latros. Galeyville.
Should I start getting a posse together?
No. It's about a posse 10 miles off. Kill Mary, like they said. Maybe one man might make it. I'm starting tonight for, Vicus Latros.
December 12, 1884. Sheriff Clay Hollister rode a little-known trail through the Chiricahuas to Galeyville, where Nurse Mary Rice was being held prisoner.
Eddie looks real good this morning.
He'll have to stay in bed at least another week.
Week, huh? Thought you was itching to get out of here.
I am.
Well, you just let me know when you're ready.
I don't have to be watched. I'm here to do a job, and I'm leaving when it's over.
Yeah? Tell Hoskins.
I'm here, Eddie.
Please. Just stay here. Something I want to tell you when I'm better. Something important.
Yes, Eddie. When you're better.
How long are you going to keep her here, Sam?
She's a lively, handsome young woman.
Look, Sam, she's seen enough and heard enough to hang us all. How much longer?
You'll be the first one to know, Snyder. You're the one who's going to see to it that she doesn't hang us.
Come on. We're getting out of here.
I can't leave him, Clay. Not yet. He's just not well enough.
And when he is well enough?
Then they'll let me go. Oh, Clay, when I sent that message through to Dr. Cunningham, I didn't mean that.
What did you mean?
Well, we can't leave him here to die.
Look, Mary, be sensible. They'll never let you leave here.
Clay, I've got to help him. And I don't mean just as a nurse. I can persuade him to leave here, to give this up. I know I can. Oh, please, Clay, let me talk to him in the morning.
All right. You talk to him.
Thank you.
But regardless of Eddie, I'm getting you out of here at noon tomorrow. Find some excuse for going for water.
But they always keep a lookout there.
I know it. Don't you worry about him.
All right, I'll be there. Eddie, please listen to me.
Tomorrow you can spend the whole day just reforming me.
You were almost killed. Didn't that prove anything to you?
Yeah, it proved a lot. To hit what I aim at, like Clay Hollister.
Nobody can keep you here. Soon you'll be well enough to leave. I'll help you. I want to help you.
Why?
Because you mean a great deal to me.
Enough to go away with me?
Eddie, do I have to be in love to want to help you?
You seem to forget I joined up with my uncle because that's the way I wanted it to be.
You don't want it. You're still young. You could have a real future for yourself. You could go to California or back east. Well, in no time at all, you could have a wonderful new life.
I got everything I want right here. I'd like to see my uncle now.
Eddie would like to see you.
All right. Mr. Snyder, I said you'd be the first one to know, didn't I? Quietly, Mr. Snyder.
Let's go, Legault.
She's not going for water. She's going to meet Hollister.
Why didn't you tell me all this before?
How could I? She was here all the time.
I'll take care of the sheriff, Eddie.
Sam, what about Mary?
She's been dead since we brought her here. You made your choice when you joined us, boy. You haven't got any now.
Yeah, you're right. I haven't any now.
Mary. Left the horses half mile up the trail. Come on.
Parks! Parks!
Hey, you suppose Parks took her for a little walk?
Come on.
All right, drop your gun belts. Mary! Pick him up.
Leave them be, little lady. Drop your gun, Sheriff. Drop it! Shoot them, both of them.
You afraid of the girl? It's just me that you have to shoot.
I said shoot them.
had no choice.
There's nothing more anybody can do for him, Mary. Well, Mary! Come in. I've been meaning to return this to you. You left it at the hospital.
Thank you, but you keep it. I'll pick it up when I come back.
Back?
From Prescott. I'm finally on my way.
I'll miss you. Hurry back.
Clay, what will happen to Sam Hoskins now?
Ooh, I don't know. He'll stay right here in jail until his trial comes up, and then it's up to the court.
Oh, I see. Well, I better not miss my stage after all of this.
Good trip now.
Thanks. And I will.
Will what?
Hurry back.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I want to be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, to Tombstone territory.
Valerie.
Oh, Mr. Clyburn. Guess you didn't expect to see me back in this town. Do you know where Clay Hollister is?
I suppose he's in his office, isn't he?
Window's dark.
He's coming across the street now.
Gotta talk to him alone. I'm a little scared.
Why?
Sort of wore out my welcome with the law here in Tombstone.
Clay wasn't just the law to you, Belle. Well, I guess I'll be going. Lock up for me, will you, Clay?
Hello, Clay.
Belle. Thought I recognized you. Saw you riding in.
I wouldn't have come back here, but I'm in trouble.
You've been in trouble for quite a while. You don't have to ruin a good horse just to prove that.
Was the horse or me? He's following Clay.
Ben Quaid?
Yes. But he won't ride into town. He's afraid of you. That's why I had to come to Tombstone. He'd hunt me down anywhere else. You can understand that.
Can I? I've tried to understand a lot of things about you. Like why you ever took up with him.
I don't know. Let's say a girl sometimes feels too much and sees too little. I made a mistake, I know it. I've got a chance to correct that mistake. My sister's coming to take me back east.
Do you mean it, Belle? When?
Noon stage tomorrow.
All right. You go on over to Nellie Cashman's Russ house. Nellie isn't there, but you tell Miss Bowers I sent you. I'll take care of your horse.
Thanks, Clay. For old times, Clay. And all times.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened in the town too tough to die. Tombstone Territory. The morning of January 21, 1881. Hermit Mesa, a short distance from Tombstone.
Hi, Gus.
Oh, it's Mr. Ben Quaid back again.
Look, I got some sulfur from that old mine at Sulphur City. You got any finished powder you want to trade?
Yeah,
Real good stuff, huh?
the finest.
Well, I'll take that keg there. You lash it onto my horse so it'll ride real nice and easy, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Quaid, what are you doing? No. No. What are you doing? You're burning up my plate. No. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. No. Oh, Mike. Mike. Oh, Mike. Mike.
Pretty stuff for a mine blast.
Sounded like it came from Hermit Mesa. Gus Neff's powder depot.
Maybe a story for you, not a pretty one. Get your horse.
Ben.
Yeah.
You know, it was real lonely in Poison Town. I don't like for people to run out on me.
You don't like being shot at by Clay Hollister either. He knows I'm here, Ben.
Well, Hollister's over at Hermit Mesa taking care of a sick friend. Now you get your clothes, Belle.
I'm not going back with you, Ben. I told you.
I said get your things.
You're safe now, Gus. You're all right.
Why would he do such a thing?
Who, Gus?
Ben Quaid. I should never have done business with him.
Quaid?
Harris, take care of him. Get him to a doctor.
Sure. What's on your mind?
Ben Quaid and Belle Reed.
He blew this place up to get you out of town.
He'll head for the border. And once he gets both boots in Mexico, he's free as smoke. Well, just maybe I can change his plans.
Go ahead, Clay. Gus will be all right.
Right.
Clay!
Clay, my sister. I want to see her.
You'll see her. I promise.
Miss Reed?
Yes?
I'm Clay Hollister, sheriff here in Tombstone.
My sister Isabel mentioned you in her letters quite often when she first arrived here.
Yes, she spoke often of you two.
Where is my sister, Sheriff? Why didn't she meet me?
Would you mind stepping into my office for a minute?
Yes, Sheriff.
I'll get her luggage and leave it at the Russ house.
Sit down, please.
Is there something wrong, Sheriff?
It's kind of hard to say.
Belle's had some more trouble.
Yes, ma'am. Belle's had some trouble.
Well, where is she? I want to see her right away.
She's in Doc Cunningham's office.
What are you trying to tell me, Sheriff?
I'm sorry, ma'am. Belle's dead.
But how?
From a gunshot wound.
Will you take me to the doctor's office, please?
The morning of January 22, 1881, Belle Reed was dead. Her sister Gwen had only partially recovered from the shock.
Oh, Miss Reed, come in. The wind's chilly this morning.
I want to thank you for all you tried to do for my sister, Sheriff.
Oh, I'm afraid I didn't help very much.
Forgive my directness, Sheriff, but Dr. Cunningham tells me that some in town here thought that you and Belle were going to be married.
Doc Cunningham talks too much. I don't mean that I didn't like Belle. I did. But she had her own ideas.
That runs in our family. I liked her too, Sheriff. I loved her. We've got to do something about her murder.
We, Miss Reed?
Please call me Gwen. Sheriff, after you brought Belle to the doctor's, why didn't you take some in and go after Quaid?
Well, because he would have been across the border into Mexico before I could have caught him.
Why didn't you follow?
I can't. Not wearing this star. No lawman can. Quaid knows that.
Well, a lawman can't. But a woman can.
You? Oh, Gwen, you're new out here, and you've been through a lot. You better let me handle this.
Sheriff, my sister was murdered yesterday. And I've got an idea how to get the man who did it. Are you interested?
Of course I'm interested. It's my job. And it's a lot more than that.
Quaid doesn't know my sister's dead, does he, Sheriff?
No, he's hardly the inquiring kind when he's being chased by a bullet.
And I look almost exactly like Belle.
When you got off that stage, you could have been Belle 16 months ago.
If I were to wear her clothes and fix my hair like hers, even Quaid wouldn't know the difference.
Oh, for a little while, maybe. But how would you find him? You don't even know what he looks like.
Now I do. And I'm not likely to forget.
Now, wait a minute, Gwen. Northern Mexico's a big country.
Dr. Cunningham tells me there's a ghost town just below the border. A kind of outlaw sanctuary around an abandoned sulfur mine. Used to be called Sulphur City. Quaid must have some contacts there.
Did Doc Cunningham tell you what folks call it now? Poison Town. It's a polite name for it. The devil himself has contacts there. Even the air smells of brimstone.
Quaid should feel right at home. He might even pay a call if he thought Belle was waiting for him.
There they are. All Belle's things. I've washed and mended her blouse, too.
You've been awfully kind, Mrs. Bowers. Everybody has. I don't know how to thank you.
Well, there's no need to try. Belle made some mistakes, but they didn't hurt anybody but ourselves. We all loved her.
If I had only arrived one day sooner.
Well, the wheel turns and the dice drop in. Plenty of people get hurt. It wasn't your fault. If you need anything, I'll be downstairs.
Thank you, Mrs. Bowers.
Clay, I'm worried about that nice Miss Reed.
Well, why, Miss Bowers?
Well, I left her a couple of hours ago, crying her heart out. She blames herself for Belle's death. So I went up just a minute ago to see if I could fix her some lunch. The room's empty. She left this for you.
She's left for the border. Yep.
Isn't that riding outfit that Belle was wearing when she died? She's wearing it, Clay. Her own clothes are on the bed.
She's gone to Sulphur City. By herself? What for? She thinks she can convince Quade's men that she's Belle. Get Quade back across the border.
That's like walking into the devil's living room.
Clay, you've got to go after her.
That's about what she figured.
Well, you can't take him in Mexico.
Well, I guess I'll just have to take a vacation.
Where's Quade?
Who wants to know?
You know who I am. Take a good look.
Get Quade. Tell him Belle Reed's here.
Right.
So you came back, pal. I figured you would. What about that sister?
She took one look at me and started crying. Then she began preaching how I disgraced the family. You know the name she called me.
Well, I'll make you forget all about that. Yes, sir. Now, come here.
Ben, we've got some talking to do.
Well, you never were one for talking. Not my Belle. Except you ain't my Belle. You've been playing that right through, huh? That face, his clothes, huh? You're the sister that came to take her away.
An hour too late. Yesterday, a bullet took her away.
In that ruckus with Hollister?
You can put another notch in your gun.
I'd rather see Clay Hollister dead than own all the mines in Tombstone. And if that's him, I'm going to get my wish. There's a lot of good guns out there. You and me, we're going to pull them out into the open.
You are?
You and me, sister. Yeah. Now, because when Hollister hears a woman scream for help, well, naturally, he's just up and off. Hollister. I can wait for him.
Drop the gun, Quaid.
Don't shoot. I can't see it.
You can feel. I said drop it.
You're all right now, Gwen. Breathe deep. Fresh air.
Goodbye, Mr. Clyburn.
Goodbye, Miss Reed. Best of luck.
I think I've enjoyed some good luck provided by your sheriff.
We wish you wouldn't go.
In some ways, I wish I didn't have to.
Goodbye, Gwen.
That's from Bill and me.
sister's all right.
What do you mean by that?
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, to Tombstone territory.
Violence. Tombstone, Arizona Territory. Early morning, July 26, 1884. The terror ended when Geronimo agreed to a truce in order to discuss a new peace treaty with the United States Army. The first stagecoach in many weeks left Tombstone for Bisbee as the stage line resumed its regular schedule. Mid-morning, Pocatilla Pass.
two will make the deeds of Geronimo look like the games of children.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die. Tombstone territory. Afternoon, July 26, 1884.
Hear that the Army's going to help us bury our dead.
Sorry about your brother, Hopkins. You can't blame the Army for Geronimo's treachery.
You had no right to order the cavalry back to Fort Huachuca.
It wasn't my decision.
Yeah. We'll dig new graves while the Army passes the buck.
If I had my way, I'd take a patrol into the hills right now, and I wouldn't come back until I got Geronimo.
You might come back with the wrong man, Mac.
What do you mean?
I just don't figure that Geronimo would violate a truce that he himself requested.
Well, whoever it was, this will end the peace talks with the Apaches.
Yeah.
You sent the story?
Geronimo's name will be headlined from coast to coast.
Well, that'll please him. He likes to see his name in print.
Day may come when he won't be so pleased with his publicity.
A telegraph station, 20 miles south of Tombstone.
Send this to Tombstone.
Anyone in particular?
For the man who writes newspapers.
Harris Clybourne. You know him?
Send it.
Sure. Sure. You want it to go just like this?
Send it.
You write pretty good English.
I was a prisoner of the Army for 2 years. In the Army, I also learned the speech of the wire. Send only what I write.
Who is this?
The chief of the white man.
Next time, we send message to him.
You can have that picture if you want.
Captain, Clay wants to see you. He's in the epitaph office.
What's up?
Something about a telegram.
Want to see me, Clay?
Yeah, Mac. You ever hear the name Monitou?
Yeah. It's one of Geronimo's lieutenants.
Well, this is from Monitou. He's furious because I credited Geronimo with that stagecoach massacre.
He wants to meet you at noon today at the Johansson farm.
Yeah, Mac, can you tell us anything about him?
Well, nothing good. He's a fanatic. Jealous of Geronimo as head of the Apache Nation.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna meet him?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
The meeting will be under a flag of truce.
That won't mean much to Manitou.
But if he is jealous of Geronimo, he won't try anything against the man who can give him a little publicity.
Hey, wait a minute. Maybe he wouldn't recognize me.
Yeah, and then again, maybe he might. He doesn't even know us.
Us?
Oh, yeah, I'll be back to pick you up in half an hour. And Mac, if we're not back by sundown, send out the cavalry and the undertaker.
Maybe they won't come.
They'll show. Been under observation for the last 2 miles.
I didn't see anyone.
You will.
Off your horses! I said off your horses. Surrender your guns. Follow me.
Come, and you do not bring the soldiers. This is wise.
We come in peace, but you take our guns.
We do not need guns for talk.
You got a rifle?
I can be trusted.
What do you want, Manitou?
Your white general will not sign peace with Geronimo. He will sign a peace treaty with me.
Geronimo is chief of renegade Apaches.
Geronimo is an old woman, not fit for ruling over sheep. He is no longer chief of the Apache. It is Manitou. Come. Look. And remember what you see. Write of it in your newspaper. Let the world know of the strength of Manitou. The reign of Manitou is begun. There will be no peace between the white man and the Apache unless your general meets with me. This is the word of Manitou.
Afternoon, July 26, 1884.
Joe? Any news from Manitou?
No, none of the patrols are back in yet.
It'll take the Army a year to check every canyon between here and Fort Huachuca.
Yeah, I know it.
Why doesn't General Crook meet with Manitou? There'll be more killings.
No, that's out of the question, Joe. You give in to Manitou, it would encourage every other renegade Apache to follow in his footsteps.
So what do? Keep count of the dead and wonder when he's going to attack Tombstone?
Joe, I need some help. You got any sheet steel?
Sure. Scrap left over from a mining job I did.
Mm-hmm. Set it up against the wall, will you?
What have you got in mind?
Well, I've been kicking an idea around all morning. Let's see if it works.
Well, you've wasted your bullets and dented up my steel. Now what?
How much of this you got on hand?
A couple of sheets left over.
Can you get any more?
Well, I've got quite a stack of it at the Lucky Cuss mine. How much do you want?
Would it be possible to line a stagecoach with sheet steel?
A whole stagecoach?
That's right. Well, the lower half.
I guess so. But it wouldn't be practical. Make the coach so heavy you'd never get up any speed.
But it would stop bullets.
Well, there's no guarantee. There might be some weak spots, and... Hey, what are you up to?
Here's a rough sketch of what I got in mind. There. The interior of the coach, the driver's well.
You're certainly no artist.
If I get you the steel and some men to help you, how long would it take you to do the job?
A couple of days.
Oh, no, I need this ready to roll by noon tomorrow.
Oh, that's impossible.
It's the only way I can think of to draw him out.
Want you?
That's right.
You give me the men and the steel. I'll get you your coach. Noon tomorrow.
McIntyre back yet?
No. What are you setting up?
Special edition. Giving the facts and figures on Manitou.
Well, forget about it. I got something better for you, special edition. Run a big headline and a story announcing the arrival of General Crook in Tombstone. And say that he'll be leaving tomorrow aboard the stagecoach to meet with Geronimo and to sign the peace treaty.
Wait a minute,
And
Clay.
you add that you'll be aboard the stagecoach with the general as a special correspondent covering this historic occasion. Get it out as quick as you can.
Clay, I didn't see General Cook arrive.
Well, neither did I, but don't let that stop you from printing the story.
Just like that. Devote an entire edition of the epitaph to a fake story.
That's not a fake story. Call it bait for Manitou, and we'll be ready if he takes it. I'll explain it to you later. Right now, I gotta see a blacksmith about an iron stagecoach.
Good. Iron stagecoach.
Read what the white man says of Manitou. Read!
General Crook has come to Tombstone. Tomorrow at noon he takes a coach. And he will talk peace with Geronimo.
Geronimo!
He does not mention your name.
Geronimo! Tomorrow, we ride. General Crook will meet with Manitou. But there will be no peace.
Well, here it is. The heaviest, clumsiest, most impractical stagecoach in the world. Solid steel, with doors to match. Watch this. Safe and snug as a baby in its cradle. I got up this idea all by myself. Oh, what do you think?
Ingenious.
I'll drive. You and Harris and my deputy will ride inside. Then it's up to Manitou.
If he attacks.
Oh, he'll attack. The chance of assassinating both General Crook and this double-crossing editor here will be a temptation that he won't be able to resist.
When does the general arrive?
He doesn't. I'm counting on you to impersonate him.
Gentlemen, I never turned down a promotion.
I've got a personal score to settle with Montague. My brother.
Glad to have you with us.
Up, Robbie!
Wait till I get closer.
Now! Manitou! Tell your men to surrender!
What a very pretty sight. Even when you win.
Quite a mob down at the livery stable.
Yeah?
Hoskins is charging 2 bits a head for a close look at the iron coach. Are you going to have it dismantled?
Uh-uh.
Well, you won't have any need for it now that Geronimo signed that peace treaty.
Yeah, but the stage company says we can keep it in mothballs just in case Geronimo changes his mind.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for Monitu's name.
It's in there. He wanted recognition. I've given it to him. On page 4 in the obituary column.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, to Tombstone